Hi, I'm Shannon Sedgwick, and welcome to Esther's Follies Beyond the Window. Well, Esther started with the window. That was the key element that really brought the street in to our show. And my husband Michael Shelton put the stage in the windows so that it would bring the whole street in, and we would all be a part of what was going on down on 6th Street. It started in '77, so there was not much going on out there, but people made their way through the back of the theater and into this crazy space, and the windows were kind of a reflection of what was going on and how the street was growing. Oh, I'd say the window's integral to how we manage to catch people's eye, how our audience feels. It kind of makes them feel like they're in on the joke of losing that third wall and seeing how people respond out there. And so it kind of brings a kid's sort of feeling of why you're, just kind of like, we're all in this playhouse together kind of feeling. Plus, it's very unusual, so you don't see it too much, and I think that disarms people and makes them ready to enjoy the humor. And if our cast people are good at using it, then they become even better in the eyes of the audience.
The window is a giant pain in the ass. Traditionally, a lot of people haven't gone to theater school. Traditionally, theater costumes don't have backs. You're only seen from the front. So any other, Royal Shakespeare Company, anybody, any Broadway, what the audience doesn't know is none of those costumes have backs, which means it makes for quick changes and saves on cloth. But with the window, we have to complete all our costumes. So Esther's is the one theater in the United States whose costumes are not just basically variations of assless chaps.
Well, I guess I probably use the window more than just about anybody. It's half my act there. But most magicians, when they come in and see the windows, immediately think that it would be a detriment, but I've always embraced the windows and try to do as much magic as I can with the windows full open. One of the greatest things about the window for me is that the audience is watching you do magic on stage, and then behind you, you might have somebody outside the window watching the same thing, and it looks like they're not 2 feet away from you. And so the audience is able to see their reaction, and they think, well, if that guy's 2 feet away and he's watching and he can't tell how it's done from behind, then obviously it's good magic. So I think it helps me out in that way for sure. And then the other thing, of course, is making fun of the people going by, which has become my trademark. Like I say, half the act.
Hey, Bato! I think that's the godfather of the Mexican mafia right there, Sharon. Okay.
I like the window. It was one of the things that attracted me to working here, was because I would walk by and see stuff going on inside, and you want to be a part of it. And I like when we're outside waiting to do something in the window and people are asking, what is this, what's going on, because they're watching, and letting them be a part of it for a minute. We do see a lot of boobs and other body parts, a lot of faux fornication, but it's all in good fun until you're in the middle of a sketch and you turn around and you're like, why are they laughing? I didn't do anything funny, and there's stuff happening. So you compete with the window sometimes, but it's all in good fun.
Right. Well, for me, the window's actually new. It's like a new experience for me. So I like it because it allows someone new in the environment to actually take a breather from all the chaos everybody else here knows and how it runs and stuff like that. So it gives me an opportunity to take a deep breath and get back into the mode of Esther's again and still interact with my castmates, and that kind of keep you focused. It's kind of good. When you fall off that terrible end of not knowing what to do here. Every once in a while, you can be like, what's going on? And they'll be like, it's right here. Okay, then you can go. So it gives the new people a little chance to make things okay.
There every time I look at the window, I see smudges. It'd be clean. I remember the one time when a maid showed up outside and started cleaning the windows. And I was like, finally. But just the most brilliant use of the window so far in the time that I've been here. People outside had a terrific sense of humor. Let's just put it this way. We were doing a funny KKK sketch on the stage, and there was a wonderful African-American family outside that knew what was going on, and they just ran with it, and they became the stars of the show. It was wonderful.
Most of the time I try to pretend it's not there. That's about it.
You know, one of the best things about the window stories that I've heard, and this is when I first came back into town, I guess after college, and it was when we were at the old Balboa place there right down the street. The light would stop, the cars there, so the cars would be stopped, and I believe it was Ingo Newhouse, one of our cast members, decided to become Hoffpower Schrader and sell the cars while they were stopped. And so we had the girls going out there and displaying the cars, and of course the guys in the car had no idea what was going on. And then eventually it turned into the girls climbing up onto the cars, and it just got wilder and wider. But then the lights would change, and so the girls would like go with the cars because the guy would drive off, and they'd have to wait until the guy stopped at the next light down the street and then run back to catch their next sketch in the show. And I think that was one of the all-time funniest bits that we ever did with the window on a regular basis. It worked every night, and it was really hilarious.
I'm wacky, I'm nutty, I'm crazy, because we got a mile-long worth of cars to sell right out here on 6th Street. Every kind of car you can imagine, every make and model. Look at this little baby. It's all priced to move, $250 down, $500 a month. We'll throw in the radio. We'll even throw in the 2 studs inside. Is that a good deal? Forget him. It's all priced to move. And how am I selling them so cheaply? Because I'm crazy. Whoa, look at this.
Well, I really like to think of the window as a metaphor for the cultural zeitgeist. Now, in many ways, it is a literal window, but that's only half the story. I like to think that the window is just as much about us reaching out as 6th Street reaching in, mostly in the sense that people put their boobs on it, metaphorically.
Oh. Austin, Texas on a Thursday night. You're out there, I want to hear it. Woo. Gonna make the place cave in. Well, folks, here we are. We're 10 years old, and it's our 166th performance in our brand new pool. How do you like that? We got the windows, the air conditioning. And pretty soon we're gonna try out the heating. But we're down here back with the windows, and it kind of brought back an old friend. So what we thought we'd do is right here at the beginning of the show is go ahead and show you the different kinds of geeks at the window that we're likely to encounter. So during the show, you know, you can ignore them, we can ignore them, and you can have fun by turning to your neighbor and identifying different kinds of geeks at the window. So let's see what we can find out here. Okay, all right. That is your basic window knocker, okay? That's about 3 IQ points at work right there, but this is what the guys do when they let them out of Jester Dorm, okay? Now, after they've been doing this for a while, they might advance into what we call the flying moose. Yeah, there you go. Or the lip blowers, you see that? With a belly slam, okay? Now, folks, we have to warn you that occasionally other parts of the human anatomy will present themselves at this window, but don't worry, we're not going to demonstrate that. You just be ready for it. Let's see. Some people are in a hurry to be a jerk, like that guy right there. We call that the passerby. He's on his way to an idiot's convention, I'm sure. Now, for some reason, this is usually a male-oriented problem, people at the windows, but women contribute. Like, okay, see this girl right here? She thinks her boyfriend is so funny, right? She actually doesn't think that guy's funny. It's just that he's rich and he has a gram of cocaine, and she would laugh at anything at this point. Okay, let's see what else we have out here. Okay, some people have their out-of-town brother or friend, and they stop and they have to explain everything about Esther's Follies, give them the history. Now, there is not a chance in hell that that woman right there knows one thing about Esther's Follies. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, now some people are not aware that they have a theater full of you fine people behind them, and they think they can do things that they would normally do, you know, in private. Let's see what this fellow's up to. Hey, 7-Eleven, turn around, take a look. Hi there, woo! Yeah, gotta watch what you're picking there. Okay, now, some people, these are our favorites. They come by, they mean no harm, they just come and take a look, and let's see. Step up a little closer there, young man. We call this our Ollie North look right here, okay? This is also what you look like when you try to figure out the Democratic presidential race at night, so, yeah. Now, there's other people that come walking by, all of a sudden they find themselves bathed in theater light, and they'll turn into what we call the saluters. Okay, you're going to see a lot of this. And this transforms into the Jacques Cousteau. Okay? So, like I said, have fun identifying these people, but the worst one, it's happened before, it's going to happen again, occasionally people get hurt, is the drunk in the door. Let's see. Oh, we got a little bit of ruckus out here. Oh, wait a minute. Buddy, look, wait, don't come in here. Look, can you, look, just go outside, okay? Oh, I gotta go clean my shoes. Y'all enjoy the show, okay?